They can all hear you out there going boom, knocking your mic and everything. Do you know that?
Oh, well.
Here we are. Let's go. It's Friday night. Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. Here we are. There you are. There we were in the week that was.
Is Keir Starmer still a thing?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He is. But
never mind.
We think that things are crumbling.
He's literally standing in the ruins, isn't he? On his own.
Well, I think he's in the bunker. Starmer. There's definitely no doubt about it. He is definitely on his way out. And there's, well, let me just get you on here.
Go on, man.
There he is. Statsman. Do you know what? It doesn't fade out and go into the next. It just. I say that every week. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to do something else. I mean, it's AI anyway because you look younger than me.
That might be because I was born after you. Quite a while after you.
You were.
After Stone Undies.
That's an aftershave after Stone Undies.
What was it like wearing them? Was it painful?
Yeah, especially when you sat down. If things got in the wrong place.
You have to slice your own bread while you're wearing your Stone Undies.
Anyway, I just wanted to test something out here. No, I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave it.
Go on, live on the edge. Test it out. What is it?
No, I just wanted to know.
You can regret this now.
There you go. I wanted to make sure that
test that out.
That solo is okay. That's all right. Okay.
Not too bad.
Let's get back there, man. All right. Okay. This way. I mean, I didn't want to make everything like sort of
depressing.
Too depressing. I mean, but can you imagine? This is something I caught, and can you imagine eating your lunch in Australia, and this is what happens?
Like a rapper with the pigeons, isn't it?
They're looking in and see what kind of food.
What have we got here then? What can I have? You giving me?
What got me about that was one of them. I mean, they're all over the place. They're like blackbirds, you know. Look, it's that one. So it's looking at
the expression.
Straight looking in, going a little bit further. I mean, that's funny. That's funny. And also, okay, I want one of these T-shirts. Okay, one of these. Most amazing T-shirts.com. Oh no, mostamazingshirts.com. I'm going to keep an eye out for them because I don't know. I like things like that, you know. And here's that man with a woman, you know, he's got such a way with women. And what he says.
Yeah, what's the matter?
Do you have a reason to be here?
Doesn't look like it, unless you got a hot friend or something.
Oh, no. Okay, Chrissy, would you call the police, please?
Oh, yeah, you were right. There's no reason for me to be here.
Yeah, just ignore him.
Bruh.
You can't hate me. You can't hate me. You can't hate me.
You think it's funny?
Oh, I think it's hysterical.
Okay.
I don't know what the problem is. I told you already. I'm just sitting here logging off. I log off like 2 or 3 times a day, so you want to watch me log off?
What? You know what? You're in flower mound.
So what does that mean? I can't log off here?
You know what? Exactly.
I gotta tell you, you're hotter than the bottom of my laptop.
Who are you?
Want to make a baby tonight?
No.
Okay, I'll bring protection.
Yeah, no.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no.
No.
Hey, you're my witness. She said, yeah, no. What does that mean? You do gotta admit we got some chemistry happening here.
But where's this going?
I don't think it's gonna be like a long-term relationship where we get comfortable passing gas in front of each other. Where you going?
He's good, isn't he? Unfortunately, I think he's probably slightly better than Gary Craig, isn't he? Whatever his name was.
I don't. I still. He's harder than Gary Craig. I mean, Gary Craig is like, he's quite subtle about certain things. I mean, here's one from Gary.
So she goes to the doctor and says, "Doc, my husband is constantly talking in his sleep. What can I do about it?" Doctor says, "Give him a chance to speak during the day."
Oh, don't be offended, ladies. If you're watching this, okay? Don't be offended. I mean,
the live stream.
As it is. And also, just a reminder, this is, an over 18s program. So if you're not over 18, or even if you're not over 18, but you look like you're not over 18, stop watching. Okay, there may be some hurty words, but not these, because just to carry on, here's some useful words in Chinese.
I'll give up with this.
Yes, 是
She,
No,
不
不
是
是 Want, 要 Don't want, 不要 Good, 好
好
Not good, 不好 Okay, 可以 Not okay, 不可以 Got
This is
it?
boo-goo-yee.
No.
Make it easier.
I haven't got it.
Good job when we go in the Chinese restaurant. They got the numbers.
Can you imagine if that's the only word you know when you go to China and somebody says, "How are you?" and you just go, "She."
Yes.
Do you know where you're going? She. Do you know what you look like? She. Do you know that you're in China? She. And as long as everybody asks the right question, you'll be able to get everything right. Anyway, okay. Stupidity of the left. I mean, this is, goes without saying. Okay. And, really, we can't go without giving Starmer his usual. There you go.
Right. Well, this is gonna probably. I've only just noticed. And you've been playing this for how long? It's the same guy 4 times, isn't it?
Really? Mark?
I just thought it was a different guy. They had like a uniform or something, and I've just gone, hang on a minute. Them two at the bottom look. Oh, wait there.
Okay.
It's like AI, isn't it? When you ask it to do a crowd of people and they all look the same.
Well, let's ease ourselves into what's going on in the week. And this is Doctor Who. And is Doctor Who now a toxic brand?
Doctor Who has officially been declared a
ages ago.
toxic brand. The BBC has scrapped this year's Christmas special and put the whole show out to tender after its big money Disney Plus deal collapsed. Russell T Davies is gone and Kuti Gatwa lasted just 2 series, and insiders are openly blaming woke storylines for driving away millions of viewers. The show that used to pull in 10 million now struggles to get over 3 million. Fans say it became more about lectures on identity politics than fun adventures. Drag queen villains, non-binary characters, heavy incel episodes, and constant messaging turned it into what one poll called rubbish, boring, and woke. Nkuti Gatwa himself roasted the era on Saturday Night Live, joking that only about 12 people watched him compared to his sex education days, and that's why his doctor kept crying. Even the Disney partnership, meant to be the big global boost, has been called a total failure. They walked away after 2 series of complicated plots, inconsistent scheduling, and backlash that made the show feel like an arcane lifestyle choice instead of Saturday night entertainment. A former writer admitted the identity politics just hectored the audience. Now the
Correct.
BBC is starting from scratch, hoping someone can bring back proper stories instead of preaching. The TARDIS is in the repair shop. Whether they can fix it before it's exterminated for good is anyone's guess.
Well, what do you think? Go woke, go broke?
Yeah. What I think is, I know who can fix it. Same as the country. The right wing. But guess what? He won't let them. So, bye-bye, Doctor Who. Who are you? That's what we're going to be saying soon. Do you know what? That was like a classic when we were kids, wasn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. On a Saturday night.
And now look at the state of it.
I know. Gone.
What haven't they ruined? Like the majority
of my
childhood. Yeah, the majority. No, just the lefties in general. The majority of my childhood, all the cartoons, the films, they just destroyed everything, mate, haven't they?
Well,
just turned it all fake and gay.
Just, at the sake of repeating ourselves.
The left knows that they are demographically doomed forever. So the only thing that they can do, number one, is seize on your kids, seize on the family relationship, and use something there to try to inject their minds with the woke mind virus, toxic ideology, or to add in people from across the world who don't share the same common belief system, which encourages mass migration of all types into the country.
There you go. And that was, we put this out on Wednesday, and we got questions about it. And also, yeah. And I want to actually thank, all the people on Facebook for all our new followers, We've had quite a few thousand come on, over the past week. And thank you very much for coming on. Yep. And the same with Instagram, To YouTube.
Bucket ideas up a tad.
Yeah, please. Okay. X.
Still better than it was, but X.
And TikTok, moving that way. Okay. And we're going to start live streaming to those platforms very soon. We're just doing our tests now for the verticals. Okay. How's your vertical, Mark?
Straight up, mate. Straight up.
I can't comment on things like that. Okay.
How's your horizontal? Laying low.
Horizontal. Anyway.
Moving on. Okay. Government
money is taxpayers' money, but Bridget Phillipson.
It's not government's money. It's not your money. It's the public's money.
Well,
and when you learn that,
thanks for the lecture.
It's not a lecture. It's economic reality. All government expenditure comes through raising taxes, taking money out of people's pockets, and then you're choosing to give it to other people. Do you understand how angry people are that you are taking out of hardworking people?
Look at her face.
They're struggling as well.
You just can't believe that. They're going so. They're no different to Fianna Fáil or Fianna Gale, okay? Over in the Irish. I know,
you were speaking Chinese again then for a minute, mate. So I was like, what's she saying here?
They're no different. The only difference is that over there in Ireland, they have an excuse because they're controlled by the EU.
Lucky.
Yeah, I know. So that's why they've got all those problems. But we're going to be talking about that later on. But here's Sorcha Eastwood. Will the real Prime Minister please stand up?
Here
you go.
So what I'm asking today, will the real Prime Minister please stand up? Please stand up. Is it the man who wanted to tread lightly on our lives? Is it the man who promised a decade of national renewal? Is it the man who said that he was going to do things by the book and better? Because in my nearly 2 years here, I have not seen that. There's a stink here. And the public smell it.
Fabians, they don't half honk, don't they?
They certainly do. I mean, I'm down with...
They smell of cowardice and treachery, don't they?
Yeah, I'm definitely down with Sorcha. I'm telling you. Sorcha is a scorcher. I'm telling you. Okay?
She's all right, yeah, she's all right.
She's all right.
She doesn't half straight. She says the right things, mate. So look, we're getting there. We've got one or two.
We're getting there, La. We're getting there. All right. Say all right.
Another 648. We'll be all right, won't we?
And here's this. Just for anybody that's new coming in, what we do is we curate the stuff that that's going on. So that sometimes people don't get to see, because when they're flicking through on their reels and stuff like that, it just. It's seconds, but we kind of pick up on a few things which have some relevance. And here's Carl Benjamin on armed foreigners. I don't know who he's talking about. Who is he talking about, Mark?
Trying to have a bit of a laugh as well, don't we, sometimes?
Oh, yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt. It's difficult.
Who's he talking about? Go on. Should I have a guess before he plays it? Is it Starmer?
Here you go.
We don't need to change our country in order to suit these people. I'm absolutely sick of it.
Why should somebody who's got a true and reasonable religion not be allowed to carry a ceremonial knife?
Because we're not.
Because the rest of us aren't allowed to fucking carry knives. We should not be making exemptions for minorities on anything. And if they don't like it, they have entire countries that they can move to. Why should any foreigner be allowed to be armed in Britain? Why should anyone who's not a native Briton have any right to carry a weapon? That's kind of mad, right? Historically, the English have been an armed people, and we didn't arm foreigners in our midst. And now that's completely inverted. We are a disarmed people, and there are armed foreigners everywhere. This is not on at all. Any of these foreign requirements that are something that we personally find unacceptable, just ban it. And if they're like, well, I can't live here then you can't live here then, can you? That's your choice.
Yeah.
We don't need to change our country in order to suit these people. I'm absolutely sick of it.
There you go. Absolutely sick of it. Right. And that's him on a rant, really. I mean, and look how well-spoken he is, about it.
He's right, though, John. He's bob on. Our Bill of Rights, the most foundational constitutional document we've got.
Yeah.
Literally, it says Protestants should be armed as according to law and circumstance.
Yep.
Protestants.
Well, do you think we could make an amendment to the Jedi religion and make it so that we can carry real guns instead of lightsabers?
This is what people are missing out, isn't it? It's like, we've got to ban every knife. If they can't have one, we can't have one, they can't have one. Well, how about let them have a knife and let us have guns?
Let us have a knife.
Let us have, why not? Yeah, I'd have an amendment for firearms, but it wouldn't be for everybody. They do quite a good thing in Israel where there's certain members of the community are trained and they've got guns, so obviously, well, they need them, don't they? Let's face it, but you at least need a small amount of the populace to be able to defend themselves.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can't be giving them out willy-nilly because, Jesus, imagine I don't know, town centres and city centres.
Who's willy-nilly? I want to know.
Everyone's got pistols. God, it'll be chaos.
When people say can't be giving them out like willy-nilly, I mean, who's willy-nilly? I want to know who this guy is because, if he's giving out the weapons, I want to know.
Me too.
Okay. We got thrown out of a supermarket, me and a friend of mine.
Who by willy-nilly?
No. Because we both bought. It was a time when one of the Star Wars movies was really, really, flying high in the media. We both bought French loaves, and we both had the same idea at the same time.
Doing a sound effect.
Hit each other in the eye, and somebody told the manager, and we got told off. We had to buy the French loaves. Yeah. I mean, I was going to buy them anyway, but we got told off and asked to leave. What do you mean shillings?
Sorry, pieces of 8.
Anyway, okay. Here is direct criticism. You wouldn't believe that of such an old man like me, but, there you go. Criticism of the police, direct to their face. This is happening now. You might recognize this guy from Raise the Flags.
I feel sorry for you that you think that you're doing a good job, that you think what you're doing is worthwhile, that you think standing up against your own people, turning up at marches and hitting people with shields and batons. And yet while you've got hate marchers going round chanting about Palestine that none of the people over here have ever been to. And I'm not getting involved with the Israel thing, I'm just saying, you let all them do that. You let all these Muslim marchers go on. And yet look at you. Look at you. When are them going to come to your aid?
Well, are they going to come to your aid? He's asking him a direct question now. It's got to be getting to them. They got to be sitting there thinking, or standing there thinking, yeah, the guy's right.
This is why they're struggling, and they're struggling with recruition and
not only recruition, retainment.
Yeah. And the quality, as we've discussed for quite a number of years, the quality of the people that they're letting in.
Yeah, they don't know.
Where my answer was, My answer is simple. You set up an alternative police force using the same legislation, and then you say anyone who's half decent can come over, but anyone who's doing this woke crap, no. And then you have standards. So, I don't know, can you arrest this person and get them on the ground? If not, you're not being a police officer.
That's right.
But these videos like Benny Hill, where there's like 4 or 5 little tiny, I'm sorry, but it's percentage is often females who are a lot smaller on average, and they're trying to chase these people, and they're just gone. Boom. And there was one the other day I saw, like 4 or 5 really small women. Some women are good if they're big enough. Don't get me wrong. If I took the test and I couldn't do it, I wouldn't be allowed into. That's fair enough. You know, I'm not going to discriminate on your sex, but when you're looking at it and there's 4 or 5 of them struggling to get one guy down, and then as soon as the male comes over, bump, he's on the floor. So that's 5 police officers to just put one guy on the ground. Okay. So 1's equal to 4, is he? Because, I mean, that's not equality, is it?
Yeah.
No.
Well, it is a problem, and they're having not only are they having problems with recruitment, they're also having problems. There are problems with retaining police because they're leaving, you know, because it's not what it's all cracked up to be. And here's one of the main reasons why it's not cracked up to what it's supposed to be.
I messaged someone I know who is a serving police officer the other day about this, and they said, I would argue, and this is verbatim, I would argue there's certainly elements that make us two-tier, but it's essentially a side effect of policy that makes you think in a way that projects actions that are two-tier, if that makes any sense, he says.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
That's an officer.
So I'm not sure I quite know what he or she was driving at. We want officers to go out day in and day out and enforce the law without fear or favour. We also want an organisation that is fair and inclusive and everyone has an equal chance of success. I mean, one of the things I'm proud of in the Met, the work we've done over recent years, a lot of organisations struggle with progression and see that black or female members of the organisation don't get promoted and move through their careers as well as...
Okay, I've heard enough. The guy hasn't answered the question. Okay, so, I mean, ask yourself a question in the first place, right? If that guy, came around to protect you, do you think for one instant that guy could do the job?
John, I'd send him packing and say, I'm all right, I'll deal with it myself. Thanks, mate.
Yeah. You know, and so he's in a position, he's in the top job. And, you know, he's done one thing good. He says, you know, he's not going to respond to all these hate crime posts and stuff like that. You know, that's fine because it's a question of where does he utilize the resources that he's got? Because he's underfunded. There's no doubt about it. And we're going to be getting onto funding soon regarding the defense industry. But he hasn't got enough money to do the job. Simple as that. So, and he's got this to deal with as well. I mean, if they had good people and got rid of all these policies and worked with what they've got, which is good, then they might be more effective.
Remember that one I sent you the other day where he knocked on someone's door and he said, sorry to bother you. And he's like, what is it? Is it important? And the copper goes, no, not really. It's just a big pile of bollocks. And he's like, what? And he's like, yeah, I've been told to, I don't want to, but I've been told to come and give you this leaflet. I believe you're attending a protest at the weekend. And are you? And the fella went, I'm not telling you, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, I am. And he's like, yeah, well, no worries. As I say, it's just a load of old bollocks. They've given me this thing. You've to read about how to act at a protest. He's like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to give you this, mate. And they're both just having a good laugh between them, you know, about it.
And that's just a normal guy.
As soon as that video come out, I reckon that cop has probably been binned off.
Well, they are human as well. I mean, they've got to understand, but they literally do have to understand that this country is now on a knife edge and they're going to be on the front line. You know? And like that guy said, you know, who was criticizing them direct to their face, he said, do you think anybody's going to come to your aid?
Don't think they will, mate.
No, they won't.
That's going to haunt them.
Yeah.
Don't think you have, mate. Don't think they will, mate. That catchphrase now. I mean, he was brainwashed, that one.
Yeah.
This anti-racism thing, mate, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Look, Well, okay, while we're on the subject, we'll do our daily, weekly. Keep your eyes on what's going on in school. But only today, though, I'm going to start naming shaming some schools. So how about this? I don't really care, because I don't care, because I think it's about time. You think some of us have been having problems with anti-racism taking precedence over everything, even violence, the works.
Yep.
We've been complaining. We're getting nowhere. We're being told, no, it's the worst thing in the world. Words are worse than violence, especially certain words when aimed at certain people. So I've been asking people for their stories and what's been going on in their schools.
Yep.
This is probably the worst one I've found. So one child stabbed another child in the leg with a pencil. The one who was stabbed with the pencil, unfortunately, turned around and called him the N-word. Who do you think is going to get punished the worst for that one?
The one
well, we know
who
what it
got
should be in
stabbed in the
reality,
leg.
shouldn't we? It should be the one who got stabbed in the leg.
Yeah,
But
it should be that guy.
We'll wait for this one. This group was worse. This wasn't just dealt with by the school. The police were called to come and speak to the child who... No, not the one who stabbed the other one in the leg with a pencil. The one who used the N-word. And they wanted to take fingerprints. I've been given permission to tell the story by the parents. And they were asked to take the child's fingerprints in case he caused a crime in the future. Wow, really?
You're kidding.
No, you arrest someone for a crime, you can take the fingerprints and the DNA. You don't go and collect people. Well, they do, don't they? Let's face it. You don't collect people's information in case they get a crime in the future. And that was Catholic High Ellesmere Port, by the way. So you're on notice and all. And any other schools I hear, because people are telling me all kinds of stuff, I'm going to out the lot of yous. And we'll go in, we'll do investigations, and we'll do FOIs, and we'll write to the schools, and we'll start attacking these issues now, because I'm done with this. You fucking leave our kids alone, and I'm telling you now, I've had enough. This anti-racism thing now, it needs to be proportionate. I'm not saying, just be openly racist to people, no. But start dealing with matters on prioritising on seriousness. So when there's violence happening, take it seriously. When words are happening, well, unfortunate, maybe thick skins are needed. Otherwise, you're going to create a whole generation of victims. But it's not working as well as they would like, because the more they ram it down the throats, the opposite the kids go. For example, keep telling the kids they're homophobic when they just call the mate gay for a laugh, meaning a bit wimpy. But then show them Billy Elliot and stuff like that, where they're calling each other puffs. Make your minds up, dickheads, what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I can't work it out. Hey, but do you want to hear with the latest gossip? So that's the Catholic High in Ellesmere Port, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cheshire West, Cheshire Council, they were issued a £45,000 civil penalty by the Home Office for allegedly employing an illegal worker. Whoa!
That's funny, isn't it, eh? So
allegedly. So they get the fine first, and then they go have to plead the case afterwards.
Apparently, they know. We know nothing. What crime? I reckon it's. Well, I tell you what, it's probably that explains who's in them tents outside their office.
Yeah,
doesn't it? The illegal workers working for your council sleeping. Honestly, how bad is this town? It's not bad enough that the town centre is a decrepit shithole. Let's be honest about it now. They've destroyed it, right?
Yep.
Yet they've got homeless people or whoever they are in tents outside the council offices by their LGBT flag while they're claiming they're fixing homelessness. You people are deluded. Absolutely. So now we've got the council being fined for illegal workers. We've had Cheshire police being done for discriminating against one of the native Brits for jobs.
Yeah.
What next? And all your schools are an absolute woke joke and a mess. But it's us who'll be the problem, though, won't it? Nasty far-right people who notice the problems. Yeah, we're the problem. Stop taking our flags down. An £80 a flag when they cost a £5. Nearly 40 grand you pissed up the wall taking all them flags down. You wankers.
We know somebody else who's pissed 2 million away. All right? And nobody's asking any questions, and it's coming up. Oh, God, that story is just biting to come out.
And local government money. It's our money.
Yeah.
Our money.
That's the truth. Well, here's a commentary on Keir Starmer.
Sorry, before you do.
I knew you were going to do that.
45,000.
45,000, right? Penalty by the Home Office.
For taking our flags down, right? Well, we're looking at nearly 100 grand for just pissed up the wall on taking flags down.
Who's accountable for that?
The public, taxpayer, always.
Yeah, so it'll just go on the council tax next year.
Yeah, of course it will, yeah.
You know,
And after
to
people
balance
don't pay it,
the budget. Yeah.
and loads of
Here we
people
go.
don't pay it.
Okay, before you do, shut up. We're going on to the next one because we know that what you're going to do. Because I know you're going to add something to it. Okay, we're moving on then.
Keir Starmer is now trying to do something that hasn't been done since 1651 by Oliver Cromwell, and that is cause civil war. So even after the Belfast protests last night, which were about unfettered and unchecked illegal immigration that the Labour Party and Keir Starmer are supporting, where protesters are against this and foreigners coming in to this country, Keir Starmer and the Labour Party decide to offer companies in Britain $5,000 per foreign employee that they bring into this country, foreign graduates. We already have a youth unemployment problem in this country where 27 non-EU foreigners are offered jobs for every one British school leaver or university leaver, which is just a disgrace and very anti-British. But now they're offering more money to bring foreigners in and free money to those companies. And if this isn't racism at its worst, I don't know what is, because we're not employing British, we're trying to employ foreign people. What's wrong with the British graduates and the British school leavers? This is just disgraceful. And he's going to see this country just turn into pure civil war because of his policies. Maybe that's what he wants. He won't like the outcome at all.
But he doesn't care because he'll see this country die before he goes down, before he lets his ideology go, And I think so many institutions have been captured by this, including all the civil servants. It's one of the main things that Rupert Lowe is going on about, okay? Saying, the civil servants have got too much power. They're controlling what's going on. And I don't know.
Again, you've got to tie some kind of constitutional update where it's like if you don't do your job, that's treason.
Yeah. Well, that just goes to show. That goes to show, okay, that here you have the Home Office having to go at Cheshire West for employing an illegal. Right? Then they're actually encouraging the illegals to come in by offering the employers $5,000 to take on one of these people. So what are they going to do? Of course they're going to take them on, pay them less and take them on with that money. So they're actually, the government are actually employing, those people working for those companies.
They must hate the natives. There's no other explanation for when someone comes across the border and their first act is to break the law. Then the kids go to school and the teachers say, they haven't done anything wrong. They haven't broken the law. The law they all cry about professing to follow. And then, so as I say, they get priority with social housing over the natives. And then, as what someone said from one of them daft parties that's never going to win anything on the left, could have been the Lib Dums. Oh, well, if someone with the same qualifications came for an interview and one was white and one was black, because you love these colour labels, we'd give it to the black guy because, they're so oppressed.
Yeah.
And then now, here we are again. It's just, they must hate us. They really, really, really must despise us. But the problem is, I don't know, will we win eventually, or will it have all burned down first? Because the only way, and I keep saying this, is Starmer and the lefties are going to fix any of these problems is become right-wing, but they won't. So they'll go harder and harder the other way. And it just paves the way for their destruction eventually, doesn't it? So I can't wait.
Well, did you see another one of those T-shirts, amazing T-shirts, was a picture of Guy Fawkes and had his telephone number on it. And on the back says, I bet you want to give me a call now.
No.
Guy Fawkes.
No.
Why not?
Someone who can actually do the job properly. Jesus Christ, not get caught. I'll just hang around under the parliament with all the fucking gunpowder like an absolute dickhead. Hi, I'm here with all... What are you doing? I think that was a blag anyway. I don't think they were going to blow Parliament up. I think that was a distraction because they were trying to kidnap the king further up north.
All right, okay.
Guy Fawkes just took the fall for it, mate, because it was that Naseby, whatever his name was. He wasn't the mate. But yeah,
here's some of the main stories.
It's a joke, by the way. I'm not really going to get... I don't know where to get all that gunpowder from anyway. And that's another thing. It was virtually impossible.
We're going to get it from the Chinese.
Virtually impossible at that time to actually get that amount of gunpowder without being the king.
I know where you're going to be able to get it. Temu.
Probably.
Or the TikTok shop. They sell everything there.
Amazon. The Amazon shop.
I even saw a complete chip shop. Chinese chip shop. On sale of Temu. And it came down to the cost of a penny.
Do you want to go halves on it? Be all right. You just work for a couple of hours in a tea time and then maybe stay open until 10 and you're done.
The chip shop came for a penny, but the oil came at £1,000 a pint.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? And the people making the oil can't make the oil unless they apply for a license.
License?
Nothing says free market like needing a license off your local council to start a business, does it?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Please, Fabians, can we have a license for our factory?
We digress.
Free market. Anyway, yeah, moving on.
Here we go. Here is the Commons Speaker, okay, on the
Treat this House with the respect that members were elected here to.
Well, you pansy.
It's for the defense document. I mean, this is the warning that he gave towards the beginning of the week, okay, to say, look, he heard a rumor, okay, that they were going to release the information on the Friday, okay. Now, this is what kicked off everything with Healey as well.
There are strong rumours that the government is going to produce its defence investment plan on Friday. That will be an utter disgrace and an utter kick in the face to the members of this House. I would say to Downing Street, government's responsibility of the Ministerial Code states major announcements should be made here. I will be appalled if it is done on a Friday when members have been waiting so long. This is all parties, including the government benches, who have great interest in the defence plan. We all have jobs. We all have people who serve in the armed forces. We are becoming
more than one job.
Second-class citizens with the government. I don't want that to be the case, and I hope that I'm going to be proved wrong.
I hope I'm going to be proved wrong. I mean, come on. Why is he getting so uppity with them? Is like to show him that, like, he's really in control. What is it? Why? Come on.
I don't know, but out of all the things these traitors do, and he picks on this one to have a go at them for. I don't care what day or where you bring your policies out. They're all crap anyway, and you're never going to do them, and you're going to flip-flop on them anyway. Couldn't care less. How about kick off about other stuff? Like, answer the question, otherwise I'm cancelling PMQs because it's pointless. You just look like a bunch of children. Stop immigration. Hang on, those manifestos you all proclaim to have? Do you want to uphold some of them, maybe? Do you want to all stop acting like little children and bickering and being horrible to certain MPs who speak the truth? No. Oh, you tell someone something and I didn't hear it. I don't care.
Well,
get them all out. Get them all out. Start again. Come on.
Here's the first news out about Healey resigning.
We're getting through news that the UK Defence Minister, John Healey, has resigned from his position. This is just reaching us news from Westminster. The UK Defence Minister, John Healey, has resigned. Let's go to Deborah Haynes and speak to our correspondent.
I don't think that they were the first. I think Crewkern Gazette had the first.
Editor.
Oh, I don't know how much longer I can take this. Defence spending is so unnaturally low and we're prioritising welfare. It's just not right, Pike.
Why don't you resign then, Captain Heedler?
By God, you are right. I should call Keir immediately and tell him I am going, but he's become awfully scary lately.
What do you mean, Captain?
Well, after recognising Palestine and refusing to support Israel and America, he has grown a moustache and began wearing uniforms. I am worried about him and have referred to Prevent.
I think you better give him a call then, Captain.
I think you're right, Pike. Hello, this is Captain John Healey.
This is Herr Starmer. Why, hello there, Captain Healey. I trust that plans are going well with respect to the reduction of defence spending.
I am calling to tell you that Nearby resigned from office due to this utter mess you've created.
What? How dare you? We had a plan, John, and you were integral to it. You have betrayed me.
I don't care. Goodbye, Keel.
Keel.
There's only one John Healey! One John Healey! There's only one John Healey!
Who will be my defence secretary now?
Who's left?
I'll be your defence secretary, Keir. I'm good at prioritising welfare spending over defence, after all.
That was good, wasn't it?
I thought that was really, really good. And here's Nick Ferrari, and the other defence minister. He's resigned as well, Carnes. Okay, and that was just like, now he was a member of the army, this guy, and he's resigned as well. Check
It is reported that earlier this week, Monday, Sir Keir knew that he might have an issue on his hands with you and your former colleague, the Secretary of State for Defence.
Yeah, I'm going to be really honest with you, Nick. You know, this blew up for me about 2.5 months ago when I wasn't including a defence investment plan. So I wasn't actually involved in it in any way, shape or form, and asked then to be the champion to stand up and support it. And so I wrestled with that, and then I got brought into it 2 weeks ago and realised that it wasn't representative of what I believed, which was more about drones and uncrewed systems and the lessons from Ukraine that we're seeing play out in the East. That started. And then the other issue is legacy. I cannot stand by the Northern Ireland Legacy Act in its current form.
Yep.
You're a military bloke to your boots. You serve with distinction. To those who say you've deserted your post and you should have carried on the fight, how would you respond?
I would say tactics before strategies and noise before defeat.
As a defence bloke, how difficult was it to quit? Because you men and women are trained to stand by your post.
I'm going to be really honest. I have never quit anything in my life. It's the first thing I've quit. But sometimes you've got to make a principled decision.
You're breaking all the right records
that's what
again,
I've done.
John.
And hopefully it will result in the right solution as we move forward.
Great. I mean, great interview by Nick Ferrari. Now, that guy was an army guy, and he says he's never quit anything in his life. But, you know,
until he joined Labour and got into the government.
You just can't imagine that guy being Labour, can you? Really?
Yeah,
and then when he gets in with them, that he knows that these people don't know what they're doing.
No sympathy for him, mate. Sorry. Great. Yeah, stand up for if he's fought for his country. Brilliant, thanks. But anything after that, get lost. See you later.
Well, you know,
hopefully he can make everyone resign until there's no one left, John, and then there's no one left to even replace all the people who've resigned from all the other positions. And then Keir's just there on his own going, shit. And he just goes out into Westminster. Hey, mate, come here.
Do you want to be in the cabinet?
Any good at maths? Yeah, right. In you go. Hey, mate, do you know anything about the army? Well, played a bit of it when I was a kid. Right, come on, you're in. Probably do a better job, wouldn't he?
It's what it'll be like. I mean, but the truth of the matter is, this guy, you know, he didn't know anything about the investment plan. He didn't know. I mean, and he was expected to go in and defend it. It's just like, you know, incredible. Anyway, we're going to move on to Belfast, and here's a commentary that I don't know whether, I think it was you that sent it in to me, and it's on Belfast, and it was on Talk TV. I mean, this guy is like giving it some.
The political class are not listening. These people who are coming over here illegally, they're rapists, terrorists. They're coming over here. It's literally like putting a wolf in a sheep field. You are giving them a target-rich environment. You haven't vetted them. You've done nothing. All you've done is dump them in a place where they can wreak havoc. Where they come from, guess what? There's no law. If they can do literally whatever they like. They come over here, there's lawyers, of course, taxpayer funded. They get a nice cushy home, running water, Sky TV, gym memberships, bus passes. They can literally go where they want and create havoc. And when they do, the people that foisted them upon us, guess what? They say, don't get upset. Don't do anything. Don't go out and cause unrest. Well, I'll tell you what, mate. Stop reaping, then you might not have to sow it, because this country is absolutely on the edge. They cannot take much more of people getting stabbed, raped, blown up, you name it. You foisted it upon us for the last 25, 30 years, ever since Blair said, I'm going to rub your noses in it. Well, guess what? What goes round comes round. And I think the political class have got a very, very, very big smack on the nose coming.
I think he's right, John, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. As I say, it's some houses and cars burning. I think that's nothing compared to what it's going to end up eventually if these people just either don't leave and let someone else come in, or why am I even saying this? Maybe alleviate the problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I had seen that video, but it was sent in by one of our loyal viewers. So
okay, gotcha. Okay,
so I thought, yeah,
and please do keep on sending them in, because where they fit in with what we're doing, we will use them and we'll put them up. It's as simple as that. So thank you very much, everybody. Now, here's Nick Ferrari again. I mean, I do like this guy. I like the way he gets them. And he's with Hilary Benn now. Remember, we showed earlier in the week, Hilary Benn and what he said about aliens and questioning Jim Allison in Parliament about it. And it was like, wow, well, here's Nick Ferrari questioning Hilary Benn.
Is beheading an alien culture?
Well, look, we need to let the criminal justice process...
No, I've just said, I've moved you globally. Mr. Benn, I have moved you away from that. I've specifically said that. We're not talking about the United Kingdom. Globally, is beheading an alien culture?
Well, seeking to behead an individual is absolutely abhorrent.
And is it an alien culture?
I think from all countries would condemn it. The point I was trying to make...
So it is an alien culture, Mr. Benn?
Hang on. The point I was making in the House of Commons, and the reason I picked up on the point, the wording alien culture, is that what is that saying about, say, people who come from a particular country in another part of the world? Because perhaps we'd like to contrast one individual who appears to have come from Sudan, originally engaged in this terrible...
Well, I've tried not to speak about that because I want to talk more globally, sir. Is it, I'll ask for the fourth time, is beheading an alien culture, Mr. Benn?
It is abhorrent, and of course it is. It's a terrible thing to do.
It is or it is not?
It is alien to all right-thinking people.
There you go. Got it out of him in the end. Okay? And Jim Allison was right, because any illegal coming into this country is called an alien. That's the technical term for them. They're aliens. They're not irregular. They're aliens. In America, they call them the same thing. You're an alien. Simple as that. Okay?
He tried the, oh God, no, nobody. All right, Saudi Arabia legally behead people. Also Yemen and Nigeria, because that's where Boko Haram, they've got those punishments too. Not too sure whether Yemen and Nigeria use it as much as Saudi, but you wouldn't know, would you? Because, I mean, who goes and investigates, and then who tells them, oh, stop doing that, naughty Saudi Arabia? No, we just go, sell them loads of arms and buy all the oil and just... No one's being beheaded on this. No one's been stoned to death or nothing. Don't see it.
That's right. That's right.
Shit houses like him, mate.
Yeah. Well, the other one is this is a DUP MLA, and he's on the BBC now. This is a Northern Irish program, BBC. It's a bit like Question Time, but it's on the BBC over in Northern Ireland. Okay, and here we are.
You can laugh to the rest of the panel.
I'm not laughing.
The general public aren't laughing.
Who's using hurty words?
Well, you're talking about some of the language in terms of mass immigration as if it's a foreign word and should not be used.
I'm not suggesting it's a hurty word.
It's not a word that should be misused. It's not. It's a very serious subject. But whenever political parties and elements...
What's an alien culture? Tell me what your definition of an alien culture is.
Cultures that are alien to me, Mark, let's maybe look at some perhaps. Maybe that is a culture where grown men can marry children. Maybe that's a culture where you can stone individuals to death for certain crimes. You asked me what I felt was an alien culture. You're very keen to distract. I'd say clearly...
Not distracting at all.
No, you can laugh to the rest of the panel.
I'm not laughing.
The general public aren't laughing. They aren't laughing at the serious concerns which people in the media and people on this panel continue to dismiss.
Right.
Yep. There you go. Now, even the BBC over in Northern Ireland, okay, they're full of it, because they're already set on destroying their own programs with this woke ideology that they've got busting through them. Okay, and there are some Irish politicians in the Republic of Ireland who literally do get it, and when you listen to them, oh my God, do they have a go?
These people need to learn to answer questions properly. So when he says, what's an alien culture? You go, well, some of the more extreme Islamic ones, definitely. Some Christian countries in Africa burn people as witches. What else can we think of? Your woke culture, that's alien. That's alien to me. France.
Well, that's completely alien.
You know what I mean?
Bonsoir,
It's
mes
not
amis.
hard, is it?
Ça va bien?
Tell you what, communist countries and their culture, because I'm not so sure we go around eating pigeons and drinking out of puddles eventually, do we? Like, you know,
No.
some of them countries, Venezuela.
Could do. Could happen.
You know, what about in China when they eat? Oh, you go to their markets and they eat all that crap.
Sheep.
Weird stuff.
Sheep.
Bit alien, isn't it? Yeah.
Sheep.
You know.
That's my Chinese word. Sheep.
Bushi. Is that? No.
No, sheep.
I'm saying
Yes.
no. That's the problem. When you've got the same word in the words yes and no, it gets confusing, doesn't it? Make them the opposite. Make everything the opposite. Oh, I couldn't be bothered learning Chinese, mate. My head would fall off.
Well, okay. Here's the Republic of Ireland politician, Marie Farrell. It sounds French, that doesn't it? In a way, but it's Irish spelling. Okay.
Well,
and
you know,
she's
Shabana Mahmood. It's British, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful British name. Yeah.
She's berating, the government, which is Fianna Fáil and Fianna Foil. Or I keep on forgetting.
You speak of Chinese. You doing a Chinese thing again?
She. Okay, here she is. I mean, Jesus, she's having a go. We need her in our parliament. She's a Galway politician.
It is time for this government to go. People took to the streets in a way that we haven't seen before. People left their homes, they left their families, they left their livelihoods to stand up for themselves and for their communities, demanding a better Ireland. And how dare ye ignore the people again here today? Ye talk about Sinn Féin, but you don't talk about the people. It was the people that went out and said enough is enough.
Just to let you know that there are two factions. They were both Sinn Féin, and one of them was in favour of certain things to do with the British government, and one was against. And I can't remember which one is which. Okay, but that's it. They're both Sinn Féin, but they split. All right, and there were two factions. Anyway, there you go.
It was the people who had to take to the streets to demand action, and it was the people who said they have no confidence in you. But not one of you here spoke to the people here today. Instead, you spoke to and about yourselves. You have in no way heard the message that came from the people of Ireland, a message that they couldn't have given you any louder or any clearer. True. I had thought that coming in here today that maybe a little bit of humble pie had been eaten after the arrogance of last week. But no, I was completely mistaken. Nothing has changed. Because, of course, all of this happened because you refused to talk. You refused to engage, you refused to listen, and you refused to act. You refused to represent the people like they demanded that you represent them. When I thought about your disastrous response last week, I thought it couldn't get any worse. But the fact that you locked Galway representatives out of a meeting is absolutely shameful. Do you even realise how disrespectful that was?
Because they didn't want to listen to them. And the fact of everything that's going on is that they're controlled by Europe, by the EU. And that's why Northern Ireland are going nuts, because this guy that came in and tried to behead that man in Northern Ireland basically just walked across the border. And then he was given, indefinite leave to stay.
Leave to remain, yeah.
Yeah. So, and now you understand why Northern Ireland are going nuts with Starmer to say, enforce the border. Because it's just going to keep on happening, and it's going to happen again and again. And what's going to happen? It's never going to affect Starmer and his cronies and Hermer and all the rest of them with their ideology in London. It's not going to affect them. And here's a guy who, it's Michelle O'Neill who represents Sinn Féin, okay, at Stormont, all right? And she's the First Minister. And here's a commentary on her because, she has affiliation. Obviously, she's got affiliation with these. And here's the commentary from this guy about it.
So Michelle O'Neill has come out over the last 24 hours or so, the First Minister of Northern Ireland, and she's been actively condemning these protests that have been taking place in Belfast over the last couple of days. She said, in quote, that these are not reflective of our communities, and these are not what communities are about. With all due respect, Michelle, what would you know about community? I've watched your government and the government down here in the Republic of Ireland take small villages with maybe 400 or 500 people in them and overnight try to move 1,000 migrants into them and destroy those said communities. What would you know about community? Yeah. Who are you to talk about anything to do with community? Yeah. Your governments have spent the last 5-6 years destroying every community in this country and Northern Ireland. You're in no position to talk about community or anything to do with it. She then goes on to mention the suffering of the poor people that are simply trying to, as she quotes, live here, work here, and raise their families here. Oh, you mean the people that have lived here, worked here, and tried to raise their families here their entire lives, and their parents' lives, and their grandparents' lives? You mean those people? What about those people, Michelle? What about their lives?
There you go. Now, again, right, she's following Sinn Féin, Republic of Ireland policies. And yet she's in Northern Ireland, and that's why people are going nuts about what's going on. And you know, it is a tinderbox, and it is ready to go up. But,
you know, these people love their communities. They love that word.
They do.
Okay, so we've got the LGBTQRST, NMLB, whatever community. Then you've got the Muslim community and this community and the Jewish community. I've got an idea. Let's create a new community called the traitor community, and we'll stick you on an island and, well, let the midgies have you. How about that? Then you can all be in your own little community together. You can have your little utopia. We'll let you ship as many migrants into your little island as possible and live there and see how you crack on. Go on. I'm well game for that if we ever get anywhere near power. That's a long shot, but maybe we can have our community back, the British people, and do our thing without all this foreign alien crap. Not even calling it culture. It's not
Everybody's
culture,
had enough of it. You're quite right. Everybody's had enough of it. So anyway, we want to thank everybody that's been with us this week. We want to thank, all the people that commented and sent things in. I'd like to thank my Chinese language instructor.
Get a refund of you. I'd like to thank all the patriots who are fighting back now.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
so many people getting involved in politics who haven't before.
Absolutely.
And I think that might be what's going to tip things over the edge eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, let's hope we can get to that point before it all goes tits up. And then it might affect Keir Starmer and Herman a bit more than they realise.
Oh, he's gone.
Shout out to everyone having a right good go now.
They all know.
Politics, and just get on board.
Yeah.
If you believe in something, find something you believe in. Not that lefty shit.
Absolutely.
Something you believe in. Patriotic. And fight for it, because we haven't got long to fix this, by the way.
No. He is trying to destroy this country. Do not vote Labour. Do not vote Labour. Do not vote Conservative. If you're going to vote anybody, vote Restore or Reform. Do not vote for the Glib Dumbs, and do not vote Green. Don't. It doesn't work. They are not going to work. Okay?
Unfortunately, I will be voting for anyone with any establishment traitors as part. So, I mean,
Okay, well, here's our end vid. We hope everybody has a great weekend. We'll see everybody on Monday around about 7:30. God willing. Everything is okay?
Inshallah.
Get lost.
Sorry. Just popped out.
Fab and the Ginga Stinger will be back. Okay? We'll see you on Monday. And here is Willy Woker's BS Factory. And this is great. You'll love this. Here we go.
Come with me and you'll be in a world of illegal immigration.
This is Join the Resistance. Brilliant.
Give them a follow and a share them. Like,
absolutely.
Oh, don't forget to do that with us as well.
I'll begin with a spin. Another week, another condemnation. What I'll say will defy explanation. If you want to view dystopia, just look around you and view it. Blame the far right, don't pursue it. Want to dodge the cause? Watch how I do it. Belfast burns, don't you worry. I condemn it, call it far right thuggery.
perfect chance just for me to weaponize. Can't you see? Don't ask questions, don't dare debate. Two-tier policing, no, I won't contemplate. A man lost his eye, let's not digress. Far-right thuggery, that's my address.
I didn't know he could dance like that.
Just look around you and view it. Blame the far right, don't pursue it. Wanna change the subject? Watch how I do it. There's no plan that I know to deal with illegal immigration. Living here, you are free. Do you dare to disagree? If you want to view dystopia, just look around you and view it. Blame reforms for Raj, that'll do it. Want to shift the blame? Watch how I do it. I didn't just allow it. I built it.
Join the resistance. Subscribe. That's great. I like that.